are live.
Welcome, everybody, back to the lost depths of Phandelver. I hope everybody had a good week.
That's all.
Yay!
Oh
yeah.
my gosh!
Yes,
Who was that sexy lady?
It's perfect.
Should have used like a high-pitched anime voice.
That was so good.
That was perfect.
That was like rehearsed. That was great.
He's been planning all week, really.
Yeah, I told you I was channeling.
I think you did a great job.
I should have growled the word Phandelver like he like breaks it sometimes. Like, back to the raw steps of Phandelver.
Yeah, damn, the flavor. Reeks is like, well, don't stop. Like, you now are the DM.
Chomps.
Last time on the lost steps of Phandelver.
Oh, man.
Perfect.
Okay. While at the Croc Boss's gathering, our group was assigned 3 tasks that would gain them prestige. They also overheard several interesting conversations, with one involving a secret package to be delivered at dusk. Deciding to investigate this delivery, our group rowed out to a ship they had spotted anchored off the shore. Once boarded, it was discovered that the captain was back at the inn with the boss and wouldn't be disembarking for a full week, while the first mate, Dravis, and the wounded remainders of the crew would make their way to the Isle of Zarvashis for some recovery and some leisure. Threatening them, divulged that they had a large chest of gold bars to deliver to the boss, and a peculiar orb and telescope that would be kept they were keeping secret. Also, a cage containing 3 cats was to be discreetly delivered to a person named Vessa that was seemingly unknown to First Mate Dravis. The crew declared that they had been attacked by orcs, only to later admit that it was a lie, and that they had suffered their injuries and the damage to the ship by other means during their trip to a secret island. Brandy stealthily stole the first mate's elegant rapier, and he was locked in a lower room. Gathering the chest of gold bars to the upper deck, our group contemplated how to proceed with the awkward and potentially troublesome situation they had involved themselves in. While D1 went to check on the first mate, the room was empty, making it apparent that he had escaped to another room where he was heard planning some kind of ambush or way to take back power on his ship, along with a few of his crew and an unknown female dressed in a very old-looking dress. And that is where we're going to begin this evening.
Hoo-yah.
I like how you say potentially. It's us. I just want to say that this is us.
All right, so I would first like to start by... Give me 1 second here to do this.
I would like to begin.
By starting.
By starting to begin again.
All right. Rummy.
Uh-oh.
So, as you continue your search, Rummy, for the outside of this manor that you're seemingly in, this giant building that's seemingly kind of full of very what's the word greasy, snaky, sly looking folk. There's a group of people who you kind of noticed were coming. They found their way to a pillar that Rummy kind of ended up bumping a banner of, and it kind of fell to the ground a bit, making some noise. The people kind of quickly lost interest and found their way having conversations before Rummy found a very clear passage out through the kind of the storage and the kitchen area and into a kind of a grand banquet hall, if you will, D1. And as Rummy looks around, you see kind of a vast expanse of like elegance that just stretches all around you here, Rummy. There's gargantuan tapestries depicting the Shadestone lineage all over the drapes on the walls here. You can see kind of the symbols that make up the banners and the threads that shimmer kind of with enchantments of some kind of magics, Rummy, as well as long tables carved from shadow oak that run the length of the hall, many of them set with fine porcelain plates and silverware that kind of glint off of the torches that are kind of lit up around the area here, kind of like stars against a really dark night sky. There are chandeliers, Rummy, that kind of hang up kind of high up against the ceiling here of wrought iron, and they're kind of made up of smoky quartz crystals hung from a vaulted ceiling, kind of casting a dim, otherworldly glow over the grand banquet hall here, Rummy, as you kind of walk in to the room here. There is a very clear path on your way out, Rummy, but I would like you to make a choice here if you would like to basically take the clear path out of the banquet hall, which is probably a good 100 feet across, which you could do pretty much at any time. But you do notice to your right, just as you enter the door here, Rummy, there is a little group of two people. They seem to be just conversing there on the side, wearing there's one wearing a long dark purple elegant robe with a cloak up. You can see they kind of have a dark palish skin with a little bit of a point on the back of the robes here. He's talking to another person a little bit shorter than them, maybe a dwarf. It's hard to tell in the darkness here. What would you like to do, Rummy? They are having a conversation. If you can get closer to listen, you can just ignore them altogether and continue moving on. It really is up to you.
Is one of them Viath's sister, or is she somewhere else?
It's hard to say where she might be. She might actually be. Roll a perception check. Perception.
Why has that stuck?
I don't know. It just has.
Oui, français.
It's funny. What'd you get? 9. It's really hard to see if that's her, like on the other end of the room that's talking with an individual, or it's just really hard to say, D1. You can hear very, very little, like it's just muffled, very muffled words. Like you can almost make out like full words. If you were a little bit closer, you could probably hear what they're saying.
Okay. They're looking. Are they in between him and the passageway
Yes.
to the next room?
They are, but like I said, they're kind of behind a pillar, Rummy. So you could pass them without them really noticing you.
He's gonna try to get a little closer and listen on his way. So he's gonna try to be very stealthy. What's in the room for him to hide behind?
So there are, if you can picture it, envision it. This is a very long banquet hall. I guess think Hogwarts, big banquet hall, but only in this case, there are about 6 very large pillars, almost Game of Thrones style, in the throne room that kind of line the inner part of the room here that kind of hold the vaulted ceilings up.
All right. Well, he's gonna go behind one of the pillars and try to get closer.
Okay.
And listen.
Yeah, for sure. I know we're still on the title screen here. I'll move that in a second. Yeah, so you're gonna move behind the pillar. Roll a perception check for me. A stealth check and a perception check, Romy. Try and make this quick for everybody. Oh, what?
Thank God that was not on the stealth. There you go. Well, we did better on the stealth.
17 or 21. Wow, a 20. So you get pretty close, but something else distracting you from the conversation here, Rummy. Something that you notice just as you kind of look up in the sky around the perimeter of the room here, the windows. Unfortunately, you're not close enough to hear the mumbling or the conversation, Rummy, unfortunately. But you can see that it's dark, very, very dark outside. It's basically all you get for that perception check, and I'm sorry for that.
With a natural one, yeah.
Yeah, with a natural one. Now you can
You can't be
spend more
sorry.
effort.
Algorithm.
you could spend more effort. It's a little bit more risky. You rolled really high on your stealth check, but it will require one more stealth check if you want to listen in. Maybe get a little bit closer, risk it a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit higher of a DC on your perception check, but might be worth it.
He's gonna
You?
move.
I'll give you one shot.
Yeah, he's gonna move a little lower down the pillar and try.
Oh,
to
by the way,
look around.
sorry to interrupt you. I think everyone right now is sitting on multiple inspiration points. And remember, this is the game that you have to use one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind if you want to
Okay.
save it.
No, I don't know if I can.
And that can be used for any role, right?
Anything. Yep, any roll. So technically, D1, you can use that on your perception check if you want.
Oh, I wasn't sure how that works with Rummy or D1.
Yeah, I'll let you use it on Rummy if you want.
Yeah.
It's your character.
Yeah, he's an
Um,
extension of you.
All right. Yeah, I do have two of those, so I will.
Yeah, for sure. If you can definitely re-roll it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll use my one.
All right.
Reroll it. That's a good idea. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah. So let's see what we got.
That's
There
a
you go.
15.
15's a little
That's
better.
exactly what the DC was after the difficulty. All right, that's great, Rummy. You get a little bit closer after kind of seeing the darkness out of the window here, and you hear the Alliance. Don't speak to me about the timelines, Ezric. I've been in this wretched place now for 3 weeks and still have yet to learn anything about this primal essence, this Sue month. The only ones alive who knows of its secrets, those passed down through the bloodlines, have fled the grounds and are hiding somewhere to the south. There are rumors of sightings at small villages. That is where we should be expending our forces and our efforts, not here in this horrid place that reeks of sunshine and flowers. General Savadrak is a fool. We waste our time here while the world prepares. Tell me, wise one, does a snake allow the mouse time to plan its escape? No. It seizes the first opportunity and strikes. I don't presume to. And then you're kind of distracted for a moment, D1, as you see kind of the person that you were following just at a glance out the corner of your eye as she moves out of the great hall, the banquet here, out of the room.
Into the next room. He's
Into the next room.
Gonna follow her.
Okay.
Closely, yeah.
You got it, D1. And we'll let your stealth carry through. As you kind of move through, you look back a bit. You can see the two characters here get smaller and smaller as they're definitely the heated exchange continues between the two. As you kind of move into a different area here, you kind of pass through the great hall here, looking around, D1, and through the next door here, where you kind of you notice as soon as you pass through that the three of the sides of this very large room are open. They're very large archways, and they're open kind of with several stairs that kind of lead down to a lower kind of courtyard area here, D1 or Rummy. The person that you were following kind of closely, as close as you could, is kind of made their way out of the first archway, kind of in a north direction, and they've kind of lifted a torch off the wall, and they're making their way. And the first thing that you notice, Rummy, is the darkness all around, everywhere. It's impenetrable up above you in the sky, not on the ground so much, just in the sky. You can see all of the light in the area here is torch lit. All of the land, it's little torches kind of along the little pathways and roads that kind of line the streets here. You can see there are many buildings in this place. As a matter of fact, Rummy, the room that you're in right now is a bell tower that kind of goes straight up, curls up into the sky in front of you. Kind of as you kind of made of black stone architecture, and it spirals skyward towards the magical veil of darkness that you see at its peak. The bell that you see, Rummy, it remains kind of silent. Its voice seems almost muffled, possibly by the same sorcery or magic that has plunged this land into this gloom that you see. It's just darkness as far as you can witness, Rummy. Only torches that line the walkways, like I said. And in the distance you can see, Rummy, just for a moment, just a little hint of where the sun might be in the sky, but it's so far in the distance. What would you like to do, Rummy? Would you like to... You can go up into the bell tower. You can go out into the courtyard, out into the open air. It's up to you.
Yeah, he'll definitely head out that way to the open air for sure.
Okay. As you make your way through the courtyard here, Rummy, roll a perception check with disadvantage, please. Yeah, it's really, really unnaturally dark here, and though you can see some detail.
12.
12's not horrible. So you see a couple of features, Rummy. You see to your right a stables. To your left, there's what seems to be a little building with like a forge in it, which you can only assume is like more like a blacksmith or something. But you also see a network of caves. One particularly off to the northeast of you, Rummy, and it's heavily guarded. From what you can tell, that seems to be the place that's most guarded. There is a stables nearby, and you can see that there is an old man there with one single guard, and the old man seems to be just chattering. He seems to be pretty angry. Excuse me, from what you can tell, and you can hear little words, bits and pieces from where you're currently at, Rummy, of what he's saying. He seems like he's complaining possibly about something, but it's hard to say. What would you like to do? You can go to the stables. You can do any direction you'd like.
He's gonna try to figure out what direction the girl's going and follow.
Okay, very, very good. All right, so with your 12, Rummy, you could see that the girl went towards the stables, the direction of the stables.
Okay, he's gonna stealthily try to follow her.
All right. I would say roll a stealth check for me. Just regular. Actually, do it with advantage. It's really dark out here.
Okay.
Look at that, 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
Really good. No problem, Rummy. You've managed to kind of get low to the ground or higher up, depending on, I guess, where the light might be. And you managed to kind of get close enough. You hear there's an exchange between the old man and seemingly a guard. And the old man just seems to be complaining, just the mess of the stables. And the guard seems to be kind of trying to calm him down. But you hear a couple of key words. You hear, I know, it's never been this bad, but what can we do? Ever since the Shadestones changed, it's as if they've forgotten the ways of their own land. You can hear the old man kind of respond, forgotten? It's more like they don't care at all. It's all politics and power plays now. No regard for the simple things. The land, the beasts, the folk who sweat and toil in the mines. And then the guard kind of looks around, looks at the ground a bit. He says, it's a sad day for us. It's true. Shadestones were once the pride of this place. Now, look at it. Shadows and schemes, and the sun hidden from sight. You can kind of hear the regret in the guard's voice, Rummy. Almost like he feels almost responsible in some ways, whatever that may be. The girl kind of gets close, You can see she's of fair skin. She's kind of a very pale. She's shorter. She seems to have very slightly pointed ears, from what you can tell, as she kind of puts her cloak down as she gets underneath the stables here, Rummy. She says, "The journey's been long. Please tell me that that Isaac is ready." And the old man kind of looks at her and he says, I'm sorry, dear. Isaac won't be ready for at least another half an hour. He needs to eat. We need to saddle him still." And she looks back at him and says, "Well, prepare him as soon as possible. I have to be going." And he kind of like bows his head at her and says, "Of course." And she kind of continues, Rummy, to walk. Do you follow her?
Yeah. He's
All right.
So definitely keep an eye on them, which way they're going.
Yeah, for sure. Rummy, she begins to walk down kind of the hill where there are a bunch of houses and such here. And that's where we're going to cut back to the ship. Thank you all for being patient.
Dun, dun, dun. We need to add like a dramatic transition sound into Discord. Bum, bum, bum.
It's true. That'd be cool, right?
Soap opera.
All right.
Could probably use the old Batman one. I'm sure that's under free use.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just say
Nice.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, as we sit here, I would like to take a moment and just give you guys a second here, more like, a minute or two to kind of, like, in the game, obviously, but out of game, figure out what you'd like to do in this moment. You are faced with a situation now. Now, D1, you are not on the deck. For whatever reason, you're on the deck. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. I'm down.
Let me do that.
Put him in the water.
Yeah, he's in the water bucket. Okay. Are your tokens where you'd like them to be currently? And also, you
can switch
go
out,
ahead.
Griffin's token.
We should.
That would be cool.
Is it already in the game?
Oh, I don't know if I put
Did you already
in.
change it?
It's all
I
good.
can give it to you again.
Well, I had two choices, and we were supposed to figure out which one he wanted to use.
Yeah, let me like sleep on that if that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's okay. Yeah, we'll have it changed for next week, guys.
Hell yeah.
Because those are great tokens. We definitely need to get one on here. All right. In
Yeah,
the
I
I
meantime,
a
want
hard
to see
choice.
them.
Yeah. In the meantime, guys, I'd like to just give you this opportunity, like, paused, if you will, to give you a chance to kind of discuss this, because this is a big deal. You have the floor. Just to remind you, the first mate Dravis is underneath. He is underneath the first deck here, right here, looking out the door.
And we locked him in there, right?
Well, you initially D1 knocked him in the bottom room, but there was a hatch. Remember the hatch, and he was able to signal to the girl who was upstairs to help get him out, and she kind of came down and got him out, and that's what happened. So now they're all upstairs and all huddled together. D1 knows he's right behind them currently, like right behind them. He could ambush them if he wanted to at the moment, but he is currently trying to listen to see what they're saying. Now, there are a couple options here before you discuss stuff.
Yeah.
I want you to know that there is still a way out if you don't want confrontation with the crew. There is still a way out of this in that way, but I want to give you choices. And I want you to make the choices. So you guys figure that out, and I will be here. You guys have the floor.
I'll say Ronan would have spent a few minutes just like securing that chest full of gold and getting it on to D1's little boat.
Oh, okay. You're going to move the chest full of gold bars onto the boat?
Yeah.
You got it, Ronan.
Probably just put a rope to it and lower it down.
Yeah, and I feel like my goal here is to like leave with the least confrontation as possible, but the most reward. So
Okay.
I don't want to fight these losers if I don't have to.
If you give
But
him
I
his
do
sword
wanna
back,
take
I think
all of
we
their
don't have
stuff.
to fight them.
Do I? He doesn't want the sword that bad, does he?
I think you do.
He's trying to repo the rapier.
It was just I was just borrowing it until the end of my life.
I mean,
No, I
look,
have to ask-
it's an impressive weapon. I would not fault you for not wanting to give it back,
Oh, sorry.
but that's just something that we're gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, I think I underestimated how much he wanted this weapon. Because I really wanted to sneak by in the guise of being the boss's enforcers and being like, your shit is my shit now. Bye bye. But I don't know if that's possible with this group.
Not now.
Yeah.
We look too suspicious. Well, I mean, at this point, I'm never the one in charge, so I'm just sort of standing there glowering at everybody, and that's pretty much it for me.
I think I would. I mean, the cats are up here. They're safe. The cats.
Right, yeah. I
they
think
seem
so.
they seem good. Yeah.
Kittens are
I-
okay. All right.
I think I'd probably honestly be helping Brandy with the crate of gold, because, yeah, I feel like the boss, we're already pretty much indebted to him, so it's like, yeah, we're doing him a favor,
Yeah.
and I don't think he would mind if we, find a way to pretty much pay ourselves. I think he kind of would respect the show of muscle, so to speak.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be
Nice.
over with Brandy. Ooh,
You got it. You got it, Griff. And Aliva. Sorry, Brandy.
I was gonna say I would probably instinctively want to see what
Yeah.
D1's doing, and back up a little bit.
All right.
Did I see what is doing?
D1.
Oh, okay.
shit! I deleted my token like a real smart lad. Shit.
You did the white
Maybe.
line.
Maybe Chomsky falls off the boat and drowns.
Chomsky.
Oh no!
That's not right either.
This is emo pose from MySpace.
That was my emo phase.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
She's killing me.
It's like I'm doing like the Edward Scissorhands like pose.
I'm
Yes.
like top on heights.
Yes.
It's the thick ass black eyeliner. Just like
Simpler
cutting
days.
up peaches.
Oh man. All right,
To trim a peach tree.
Aliva.
but
what-
yeah, I mean it. I wouldn't want to
Sorry.
keep the sword if it's going to cause drama. Is really what
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you got it.
my thought process is. It's a nice sword, but if it's going to add a lot of drama to our leaving of this ship, I'd rather have the kittens.
All right. Well, that's perfect. So you're gonna keep the cats.
I mean, for now, yeah.
All right.
Cats are coming with us. Gold is coming with us.
All right. So you're just
Sword
loading
may
them.
not be.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Aliva, how do you feel about everything, and what are you doing with this stuff?
I
Where-
think
where
that
are you
everyone is stupid, and I'm mad. And that I wish I wasn't on this stupid boat. And
Yeah,
ultimately,
we're not
though,
meeting any of your ideals right now.
no.
Don't make her mad. She'll
Ultimately-
start swinging the hammer.
Yeah. Ultimately, I would have been at least hypocritically satisfied if we had taken the boat and just left, because at least would have served my purposes. But now we're not even doing that. So now all we've
No,
done.
I did kind of want the boat, but the boat's
Yeah,
going to be
now
tough to commandeer.
Yeah. So at this point now, all I've done is piss people off, make them suspicious, and then we're like, all right, we're leaving now. So I'm
Just
blaring.
frowning at everyone.
Even though I don't like the people who are on this boat, I so far don't really find them necessarily that guilty of anything. That being kind of in quotations, but so I think if we were to try to kill the crew, I would throw a massive fit. I'd throw a huge baby tantrum.
Oh, nice.
I'm just glowering at everybody.
Oh God, she's cutting out.
Again?
It sounds
Little
like
bit.
you're moving away from your phone?
I'm not moving at all. No, I'm on the laptop.
No,
Oh, it's
and
better
it
now.
is-
It's better now.
Okay.
Well,
It
I don't
does
know if you
kind
heard
of sound. Yeah, like a latency drop, like through Discord. So it
Yeah,
definitely
Maybe
might
that's
be
what it is.
from your router. Like it's definitely a router thing. Unfortunately.
Well, technology and me never go hand in hand.
Oh no!
Like we can hear you, but it sounds like you're moving away at times.
Yeah,
Please,
I mean
I
you're
have
back
it.
now.
Oh,
For the
okay.
most part, you're
Right now you're
like,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crystal
you're-
clear.
You're
Okay,
good.
well, you can hear me, or did I
80% of the
completely-
time.
Yes.
No,
No,
you're
I love
good.
that. So you're kind of like helping, but not happy about it. You're kind of like
I'm not even helping with any of the loading of the boat.
You're not
I'm just-
interfering, I would say.
Yeah. I'm just kind
Gotcha.
of standing aside
Helping
and
or
making sure he's-
harming.
Yep.
sounds good. Okay, that's perfect. D1. Let me go to. I think this is right. Yeah, this is right. All right. So, currently D1. You are in a really, really good spot here behind the desk, and I remember we did a stealth check last time, and it was really good. So, you are. They have their back to you. This woman, she has her back to you, and you can see. Though it's dark, roll a perception check for me. We'll do it this way. This will be better.
That should have been without disadvantage. So
That's a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
I thought we took. Or yeah, no, my bad. Never mind.
All right, no good. All good. All right. D1, as you kind of get a little bit closer here and lean your head in just such a way that your ears pick up a little bit more of what's going on here, you hear Dravis seemingly talking about some kind of it's almost as if maybe he believes that you are working against the boss, or you're framing, you're trying to frame him, or like he just seems very very off, but he definitely knows that something isn't right about you. He's in a frantic kind of state right now, but he doesn't seem like he's ready to go to war, so to speak. He seems more interested in getting his property back and maybe making sure that you don't tell the boss or anyone else about his journey to some island, because what you're getting with a 13 is he wasn't supposed to go there to begin with. He was told not to, but he did go there, and people died under his rule because he went there. And that's why the captain is talking to the boss right now, because he's trying to reconcile the situation because of the mistakes being made. And that's why the crew members died. It wasn't an orc ambush at all. It was they visited some island, which is called, in case you don't have the notes from before, called Taver-Ook. It's a cursed island, apparently. They were looking for something called the Head Chamber. And when the crew went there against the boss's command, thinking that they could find something in there, they messed up, and people died from it. So anyway, that's what they're talking about. He doesn't seem like he wants to fight, although you can see he has a whip kind of on his side. It's pretty kind of readily available, as well as like a boot dagger that you can see that's pretty long on his left boot.
Oh shit! I just thought of something.
What'd you think of?
We know the name of the captain of this boat. That's not
Yeah.
the guy that the boss killed earlier, is it?
No.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
No, the guy the boss killed was the guy that gave you guys the mission to go and look for Trebrite. He gave D1 his
Oh,
arm.
Calthro,
Oh,
That's him.
Calthro.
Yeah, then I got the
Yeah.
armor off of it. He gave us like 1,000
I
platinum.
always want to call him Calthro.
Calthro, yeah, you guys
Like a pervert
Yeah.
cow type.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he died. The boss killed him right in front of you guys. for being a traitor.
Why? Counter.
All right.
Yeah, what would you like to do? I'll give you some time here.
to
Go ahead and,
casually stroll into the room.
oh, you're just gonna walk in, huh?
Just casually stroll right in.
All right, let me. Wow, this is
Oh
unexpected.
gosh,
Hold on.
by yourself?
Nice knowing you.
Sir?
Yeah.
Just check their demeanor. Ooh, okay.
And I was
Instantly.
keeping an eye on him, so I you know.
Oh, this
I'm
is so
around.
good. This is so good. So the first person that notices you is this person here, D1, and he is already hurt. You can tell he's kind of his legs all wrapped up, and he goes, and kind of like elbows the first mate there, Dravis. And the girl, the woman, kind of looks back at the same time at you, and she kind of like puts her hand on her side, like near her rapier, but she doesn't draw it. She just puts her hand on the handle, and they're just like they just wait for you to say something.
Not so fast. I'd advise you guys not to make any rash decisions. If we go missing, there will be an army coming looking for us.
Look, there's obviously been some kind of a misunderstanding here. What is it? What is it exactly that you want?
We were simply sent here to pick up your guys' deliveries and deliver them to the Croc boss. At this point, we're inclined to let you guys live and carry on your way, but we will, under orders of the boss, be taking the gold and delivering it to him.
He looks kind of at both of his companions here. Roll a persuasion check for me, D1.
Persuasion.
Sorry, I just messed up the map for a second. All right. Persuasion. Ooh, 9.
A 9. What is with your rolls?
Yeah, roll 28.
That's so funny. And ooh.
You get your inspiration, kid.
Oh yeah, you have another inspiration. You had 2.
Damn, good
You
call.
can use it if you want.
Yeah, all right, this might be a good time to use it.
All right, you got it. Let's see what you got.
Persuasion's not great.
Come on, let's see a big roll here. That's a much better roll.
18's better.
Woo, that was gonna be shifty. All right.
That's it. I'm no longer inspired.
That's actually, yeah, it's funny. That's great, D1. That's an 18. Yeah,
I
look,
can't believe Deagle's gonna quiet quit on us now.
he says, all right, look, just take the chest, and you see, like, the woman kind of looks over at him and says, are you serious? He has your sword. He has your bloody sword that you got from. I know. I'd like
I'm
my
gonna
sword
cut
back,
in there and say,
please.
do you want the boss to know you are hiding such a valuable item from him? When we present it to the boss, we will present it in a way that it was a gift from you. This will buy you massive gratification from him.
Wait. Present what to the boss?
Your sword, the telescope, the orb, and the gold. We will say it's a gift from you. We will give you full credit. We're just here to pick up your delivery.
Oh God. Roll another persuasion check. And this time, you know what? Yeah, roll a persuasion check for me, D1. Let's just see. See what the dice say. Oh man, look at that.
18.
That's awesome. All right. He looks at you.
Otherwise, we just tell him that you're hiding it, and he sends somebody else to retrieve it after us, and we're the good crew. The crew that follows us won't be as friendly.
He says, all right. I have to tell him. Like, I don't have any other choice. And the woman looks at him and says, you can't. He looks at you, D1, and he says, that island it's cursed. It's nearly impossible to find, shrouded in mist. We landed with hearts full of lust for treasure. We found a nightmare. The ground itself seemed to moan. That should have been enough warning. There were inscriptions. We couldn't read them. We just journeyed on. Six of my mates, bravest of my crew, stout-hearted scouts went through first. They fell before we even knew what hit them. Their screams haunt me still. Right now, I can hear them in my ears, fucking echoing off the walls of that accursed place. We pressed on. We had no choice. Full-heartedly as they were, we drawn by the whispers. The whispers, they got louder and louder as we ventured through those fucking halls. The wealth of the ancients, the relics that lay there, they were just out of our reach, but there we saw it, the heart chamber. They called it the vault of stone and magic, where the air itself hummed with power. The door that stood before us there was massive and mocking. It sealed by some kind of fucking key that we didn't have. It was a circular positioning and weird odd stones protruding out of a surface. We weren't meant to tread on those hallowed grounds, nor lay our mortal hands upon the relics there. We were bound by blood and time, and we just thieves in the fucking night. We had no claim to that night, or might, or land, or any of it. So listen, we weren't supposed to go there. The boss told us not to. If you tell him that we were there, and let the island free of its secrets, you haven't seen the things we've seen. He tries to reason with you to not give the boss the orb.
I'll reply, we can keep that between us if you believe that's what's best, as long as you show us comparable cooperation.
That sword, I don't think you understand. That sword, it means so much to me.
I mean, is it worth losing everything?
Just
here, I'll put this on the table if you play your cards correctly. I have many years at sea experience. The crew we boarded with here, my friends, they are exceptional battlers. We have a couple small jobs besides this one that we have to fulfill for the boss, or to keep him happy. But we could assist you on another trip to this island. Maybe even recruit a few more. With a crew big enough, we might be able to navigate the island without such destruction. I think you'd find, with the help of me and my comrades, your journey would be much simpler.
roll a persuasion check with advantage, D1. Really well done. Really well done.
And we get a...
Look at that.
Oh, there you go. It's a 15 or a 15.
You were meant to get a 15, I guess, huh?
Take your pick.
Yeah.
I assure you, with me and my comrades, traversing that island will go much better than it did on your first attempt.
Just want to see what my option there is. Okay. He looks at you and like had his crewmates, and they kind of all get big eyes, and they kind of look at the first mate, like they've just been given like this massive gift, like some prophecy's been fulfilled, or they heard from somewhere. You instantly hear the woman say, "Did he just offer to help us? The old lady at that island?" And he says, I know. Listen, yeah,
I have experience with haunted
let me-
islands, my friend.
he says, I know we got off on the wrong foot here. He says, let me talk to the captain. I think that might.
Between you and me, how close is your captain with the boss? Can we keep this secret from the boss?
Oh, definitely. The captain's trying to patch up some stuff right now. We weren't supposed to go to that island. We were supposed to go down and try and find out the positions of the orcs to the south, but that land down there is lost. There's no hope of regaining it. There's no reason to take our crew down there and just die. So we decided to instead search for this island from this map that we found. The boss doesn't know about it.
Well, here's the deal. In order to pacify the boss, we're gonna have to present him with some treasures. He's gonna have to know that me and my crew are loyal to him, and in order for us to portray that to him, we're going to have to give him something more than the gold, hence your sword and the orb. If we present those to him, he'll trust us enough to maybe not watch us as closely. Currently, we're being watched very closely by him. If we can gain some trust,
there are fucking spies everywhere.
Yeah, if we can gain some trust, he might lighten up his watch and leave us with a little breathing room to assist you.
But you can't listen. You can't give him that orb. That thing. Where would you tell him it was from? That orb. It was from that island. Like we found that. We found that on the island too. We found them both on the island.
All right. Well, maybe we'll just hang on to the orb and the telescope for now. We'll just give him the gold and the sword.
Listen, that orb is bad news. Listen, don't ever open that lid to that box. Just, I know you can open it for a moment, but if you leave that lid open, very, very strange things begin to happen. I just suggest that you keep it.
What experiences have you had with this orb?
Terrifying. There are things that live. I don't. He kind of shudders and like his words stutter a bit, D1, and he doesn't seem to be able to get a full sentence out aside from the fact that it radiates evil and darkness.
Well, we might be able to investigate the origins of the orb as well.
You might have better luck than we have. We don't know anything about it. We talked to a couple of different people. No one seems to have any information on it. We thought maybe we'd talk to the old lady, but anyway. So take the chest to the boss as our tribute. And he's expecting it. And he looks over and he says, "If you truly are going to help us, consider the sword a gift.
It will be
of goodwill.
It'll be a goodwill for sure. And then the plan is we will tell the boss we had your full cooperation. We'll present him with what we were picked up with the little extra that'll please him for sure. And then you guys can hang out, await the return of your captain. And is there a way you can signal us when you're ready to depart again?"
Well, as soon as we finish up here, we're actually going to be headed back out. We'll be back in a week to pick up the captain.
Then we'll meet you here in a week.
Okay, we'll be here.
Okay, so D1's gonna...
All right.
He's gonna actually walk up and hold out his hand to shake his hand.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And let me just, for the sake of it, for the RP value of it. Oh, that's awesome. That's so fitting. You begin to go and like reach out for the hand, and before you do, the woman kind of like grabs onto your wrist for a moment and like flips it over just to see if there's like a dagger or a knife, anything hidden in there, and then she kind of like releases your hand and kind of like lets you continue. As he extended his hand, he looks over at her with like a smirk, like
The
thanks,
deal's
basically.
not finalized without a handshake, my friend.
He says, I like to see that we do have somewhat of the same same idea of a deal. And he kind of, you can feel his grip is very firm as he kind of looks you in the eye, shakes your hand.
All right.
All right.
I am going to turn around and walk back up to the upper deck.
You got it. He kind of stays here as you kind of walk by him. Do you want? We're gonna go ahead and go up here.
Just as I leave the room, I'm gonna look at him and just go, one week, and then leave. Then I'll go there.
He says, "We'll be here. We're off to damn it, Reeves. The island of my God. We're off to Zarvashus for some ship repairs and some relaxation and restoration. But we'll be back in a week."
All right, I'll just tip my hat and then leave.
All right, perfect. So D1, you kind of come out of the bottom here. Oops, I moved everything. And your crew is in front of you. You have the gold chest is loaded into the dinghy here, as well as the crate of cats. 3 cats that are in there.
Yeah.
And you have.
I have the telescope and the orb.
You do. You have the telescope and the orb, and Brandy has the sword.
Ready with the sword. So I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna say, we have the first mate's cooperation to take everything that we've grabbed, guys.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Can we
go ahead
leave
and let him go. You can hear out of the cabin.
It's payday for
Well, yeah, the 2 guys at the top.
Yep.
This Vessa, where were you supposed to meet her?
Oh, it's just past the dock there. But I'm pretty sure she's probably gone by now. We were supposed to do that a while ago, just as the sun was going down. But
We'll keep an eye out for her. In the meantime,
yeah, I mean, you might be able to sell these cats. I mean, we're supposed to get, what we're supposed to get. He looks over. You could tell there's a little bit of distrust there between the two. I think you said 60 gold per cat. No, it was 50. It was 50 gold per cat.
you guys need to be a little more honest with your captain and your first mate there. You guys
Listen,
are,
we don't make any money when we go to the islands. We don't have any money to fucking gamble with or drink with. I mean, we
take it up with your mate.
Yeah, that's for the best. Are we done here?
I think
guess
we're good to go.
Stealing our cats.
Would you shut up?
You're a cat.
I'm tired of the cat.
Nice.
We'll see how the first mate and the captain deals with you two.
Yeah. Please don't. Oh fuck.
Well, the first mate already knows you guys are gonna have to deal with your.
Oh no, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be fucking swabbing the decks for.
I have a feeling
As you
the
can
last of your worries is losing these cats.
There's nothing wrong with swabbing. It's good for your triceps.
This ship is a piece of. As they begin to walk away, you can hear them complaining to each other. Perfect, guys. So are you? Okay, so what are you taking? You're taking D1's dinghy for sure, his rowboat for sure, right?
Yeah.
And
one of these little boats belongs here, so let's leave that with them. And
Yeah.
we'll take
Okay.
I think this
The other
top
one belongs to the dock.
Was the one that we stole from the dudes, and this bottom one's
Yeah.
one that we stole from. The
that's
dock.
right. Okay, so
we're
you're
gonna
gonna
take the bottom 2 boats and leave them. They're gonna top.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yum. Bye, bitches.
All right. I love this. So you make your way back towards. Now it's dark. You make your way back towards. Now we're back like this way because we should be this way. Hooray! Let's just do this. There we go. The magic of whatever. There. As we make our way back towards the docks there, and you can see it's dark. You really can't see the ocean surface very well, but for the sake of not holding anything up, you make it back to the dock with your chest and your crate of cats.
Yeah. On the sail, I'm gonna start casting detect magic on the cats. Actually, 'cause it's probably about a 10-minute boat ride.
Okay.
So during the 10-minute boat ride, I'll cast Detect Magic on the kitty cats.
You got it. You got it. Where is Griff? We lost Griff again.
I'm in the nether. I'm in the water.
We keep losing you, Griff, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
Falling
Alright,
in these
here.
ponds, man.
Weird, man. Weird Shiza. Okay.
It's just my hands. The body's gone.
Your hands are so heavy you sink now.
My God, load screen, load. Thank you.
Like, I don't know how to use these things.
Copy. All right, here we go. Perfect. So, all right, you all kind of make it back. Oh, Chomsky's huge. We all make it back to the.
Start knocking over the farms and shit.
Yeah, it's so funny. You just sledging through the docks like. So you make it back to the docks. I'm assuming you put the boat into the other into the dock house here. In the boathouse?
We'll definitely carry the boats back into the dock.
All right, perfect. And you do. They both kind of you put them in, and you kind of put it back exactly where it was before, with no issues at all. Hedrick seemingly probably passed out, still in the shack, from being intoxicated. What would you like to do? Are you heading back towards the inn? I take it.
Well, I think first we're gonna do something with these cats.
Okay.
Do I notice anything when I cast Detect Magic on them?
Oh, what am I thinking? So it's a 10-minute spell.
Yeah,
is there anything else?
To do it while we were rowing back.
Yeah, can you link one more time for me if you didn't already?
Oh, I did.
You did. Thank
Yeah.
you. Hydration. Okay, concentration. For the duration you sense. Let me see here the ritual. Oh, it's just one action. Sorry, for some reason I was under the impression that it took time.
No,
to
it's
cast.
an action if I. Use
Oh, you're using it as a ritual. Duh. What am I thinking? So you are doing it as a ritual. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say if somebody else rows, yeah,
Yeah.
because that would be a strenuous activity, right, Rowan?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, I would.
So, yeah, we'll let you do it in the boat, man, on your way back. Okay, D1. Follow me to the Rispa room for 2 seconds.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
They're just cats.
They're just regular cats.
They're just cats. Yeah, they're just regular cats. Like, they were telling the truth. They collected them from the streets of these isles or whatever, these pirate isles that they all go to. They collected the cats there, and they brought them back to this land to sell to this lady for whatever she wants them for. But they're just cats.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want with that information. Like, you can make it a big deal. Like, you could lie. You could do whatever you want. So I wanted to give you the opportunity.
Yeah. I don't know if I would lie about it, but yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Very cool. As well as Aliva. This is a great opportunity for this.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Dun,
I'm gonna
dun,
drop
dun.
it in story character info, where we put all the items. So after spending some time with the mall, Aliva,
After having
You-
dinner and wine and getting to know each other.
yeah, exactly. You spend some time with it, and you get the sense that there's almost a sentience about it, like an ancient wisdom, not in a bad way at all, like a noble and just sentient energy coming off of this item. As soon as you spend a little bit more time with it, concentrating, you get a little bit more of an understanding of what this item is. And I just linked a card for you. It's in story character info.
I'm already looking. It's beautiful.
Sweet.
Well,
Oh, nice. I'm glad you like it. And it is. It's like it has jewels all over it. The handle is wrapped with like this really absolutely brilliant like hardened leather. It has It has like lacing up and down it. It has blue and green jewels around the sides. There's kind of a radiating glow, Aliva, that you can sense that's emanating kind of off the top head of the maw itself. It's a very kind of calming yet powerful force of a feeling.
With my weird middle school crush on Alcazar, would I recognize that sense of sentience at all, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This to you seems almost legendary in nature, like it was forged a long time ago with magics maybe that we don't comprehend anymore today.
Okay. So naturally, I think this was meant to be mine, of course.
You do. It feels like it's supposed to be yours. It does. Like it was forged for you. It feels that way.
Oh, what an asshole. Alright, cool.
Nice. All right.
It's the hammer of the god.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Obviously.
All right, Aliva.
Sail your ships to new land.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use it to bash in February's head. Can't wait.
Yes. All right.
I'm going to be holding it up and envisioning his brains all over the end of that thing. And he's smiling.
Oh god.
It's fucking hilarious.
So
All right.
don't fuck with
where
Elite.
Exactly. So what is the plan? What are we doing?
I'm gonna look at everybody and go, these cats, they're just fucking cats, guys.
Yeah, they're definitely cats.
They're just cats. I don't detect anything magical about them at all.
They meow, they poop, they're great.
Yeah, no, it suggests letting them free, but
No.
I mean, they could just cause. I don't know if they're natural to this land. Who knows what kind of chaos introducing cats to this ecosystem would be, but
Yeah, they're definitely not a
That
native
crybaby
species.
house up there.
yeah.
The street says crybaby.
Probably gonna send them to some nether universe.
Well, looks like they're with us forever then. That settles it.
Yeah. They told me that they wanted to come with me.
Haul a cage of kitties around with us.
No, we're gonna find someone
Hell
nice.
If we need
To
bait for
rehome
the
them.
spiders, maybe.
You can keep them on our shoulder
Oh my
like a parrot.
God. I never considered that, but that's hilarious.
I think that we're gonna find them a nice home in my house.
If that one young lady didn't kill the old woman like the croc boss said, we could always dump them on the old woman's porch.
We could give them to the croc boss and let him. He'll probably eat them though.
Probably.
We can try to search out this Bessa and find out what she wanted to do with them. Although I have a feeling
The Bessa was my first choice. I mean, again, the cats are like relatively low priority.
yeah, I don't know if Bessa was going to do anything friendly to them.
Was she
Why
gonna
don't you
eat them?
Open the cage door and let them go.
She's paying,
Yeah,
top
you want
dollar
to keep
to
all your
have some
limbs
pets.
right in.
Yeah, I don't know. What? I mean, we could,
What about Hedrick, maybe?
yeah, we could give them to Fias to just have pets.
That's what I did with the
Alright.
5 baby shadestone. Yes.
Yeah, Fat seems lonely. They could use companionship.
Yeah, I mean, if I threaten him with death not to lose them, I feel like he would listen.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
He's lonely,
It's
and he'll
cool.
probably name it after his sisters. That'd be perfect.
It would help us in knowing the names of his sisters.
Alright, so dump them
We
on-
probably should check on him anyway.
Sounds like a happy enough home for the kitties.
What's our plan from there? To the croc boss?
Yeah, well, we should at least deliver the gold to him. I was told to keep the orb and the telescope secret. The sword, I mean, that's up to you, Brandy, if you want to keep it. The boss doesn't know about it.
No, that's hers now.
I mean, do we have to go back to the boss at all?
I don't think we didn't.
We should at least drop the gold off to him. Otherwise, I mean, what do you guys think? We just stole gold from this without anybody knowing about it. That's the boss's gold. Should we deliver that to him at least?
Yeah, I figured that could carry a little favor.
Well, didn't we need those sailors on those ships to be dead in some fashion? Like,
we could just
Really?
say,
I don't
we can say that
think.
they cooperated nicely.
yeah, that's true. We wouldn't really be honoring our word if we just told the boss that we have no idea where the shipment of gold went.
I mean,
Give
at
them
this
the
point, I feel
gold.
like all we've done lately is actually work for the Croc Boss. So at this point, I'm beginning to feel a little bit like an unwanted employee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he hasn't paid us at all.
Well,
So how long are we doing this?
We'll see what.
Yeah, I think this.
And, I mean, we haven't done these missions. This will just be extra.
The gold might
And
be
I mean,
our just payment, you know? Like, I feel like that's justified.
and even with our team of people and kittens, I don't think we're strong enough to go against the Croc Boss.
I mean, yeah, that could be risky.
Our newest force is 3 kittens, guys.
True.
I mean, they're probably feisty, but they're not going to take on the Croc Boss and all of his lackeys. Where's Brix? Brix is just hanging out with us in this conversation.
Yeah, Brix is like
I
a
kind
little
of forget that he's there.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna be like a jerk about it. Yeah, he's kind of like hanging back
You're
with Ronan
good.
a bit, and just kind of like having just a little bit. Ronan and him are you kind of brought up Ronan being kind to him before they got onto the ship about if you want to take off, and he kind of brings up to Ronan like, thanks again for offering to look the other way. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It means a lot. And his mouth is moving, Ronan, but after a while, you begin to kind of like daze out a little bit as you begin to walk forward here. I need you to roll a wisdom check for me, please, Ronan.
Wisdom check or a save?
Yes, not a save. Yep, just a check. Oh, that's amazing.
Wise as
All
fuck.
right, natural 20.
Sage wisdom.
We needed one tonight. I mean, all right. Nice job,
Counterbalancing.
Ronnie.
I didn't want to kill my
Yeah.
friends.
It's true. As you listen to Brix and the substance in his words, you feel there's a real emotion in there. He's starting to really warm up to your crew here, and you can sense it. But on top of that, Ronan, you feel a tugging, a pulling, the yearning to use your hand, your power, your knowledge, in order to achieve something that seems much bigger than anything that any one person could possibly achieve in a lifetime. And you feel this tugging, but you remain at a distance, Ronan. You remember the words of Thalira and about how these ancient magics can also be used as barriers and shields in some ways against certain forces.
Do I get the sense that this is coming from that
Yes,
necklace? Okay.
you do 100%.
Make
Yeah.
sure I was clear on that.
Yeah, and you're not wearing it. You have it kind of...
Yeah, it's just in my pocket.
Yeah, but there's no... You don't get... there's no smoke. You don't see any visual signs here of any odd stuff happening like you're used to. You got the sense for a moment that there was reaching out and kind of and grasping to see if it could pull onto anything, and it tried, but if you could visualize it, it'd be like slipping away just in the nick of time where it slides out of your hand, out of its hands.
Okay.
You're good, Ronan, for the time being. You feel quite good, actually, considering the swamp smells like horrible. It's stagnant here. It's just over the top.
Well, I
All
mean,
right.
I got a hot date. I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, nice. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys.
Will inquire with Ronan. How are you feeling? I know that thing can pack a heavy load on the mind. If you start feeling uneasy, I believe passing it to Griffin is next in order.
Yeah, that's what she had said. But to answer your question, I'm pretty good. I don't even really feel that I have it.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair,
it seems to
I
work
felt
that
good
way
until too late.
all of a sudden you're running to go for a swim in the ocean, so...
Look at good till we're not kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
How good of a swimmer are you?
Yeah, maybe I should go to the bar with you on your date. Just, I'll fucking grab you if you
should
start
not
running
be
to
alone.
the door.
Yeah, we should make sure that the amulet's with somebody that can be passed off to quickly.
I mean, I
Or
just
we
need
just
an excuse to
continue-
drink.
Yeah, continue playing hot potato with the damn thing.
A suggestion, though. This could be a decent opportunity to learn something about this effect. So, I'm trying to think of like a spell that D1 might know that it's one of those, lack of better terms, save or suck spells. Like, if you resist the effect of something, it might be harder for it to affect you in future.
Does that really
Does that make
exist
sense?
in our universe?
Yeah, I don't.
The more you resist it, does it raise your resistance?
Not necessarily. Like, I know that there are some spells that if something saves against it, you can't even attempt to do it again.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't have it.
So what my suggestion is, just let me hold on to this for the night. And
No!
if I feel that it's making a move on me, I will gladly pass it over to Griff. I'm just
See what Brandy
interested
did.
to
He
see
took
if
it
it,
the ocean.
Sound mind too.
yeah.
I'm cool with that, but the second that you start turning, we grab it. Like
You feel
second
really
it-
Yeah, I
good
mean,
right
if you
now,
if you if you
Yeah,
want to
sorry.
go, you just have to have someone with you that
Yeah,
can
I'm
take
all
it
for it.
because you won't realize the moment you turn. You won't realize it because that's the whole point of being turned, right? Like you don't know it.
Brandy
Yeah,
here
exactly.
beelined it for the ocean. Bias dived in the damn ocean.
Yeah, he went real crazy. He was by himself, so he sent Rummy to 2012, and then he tried to drown himself.
It's probably best that nobody's alone with this thing.
That's fair.
You can have it with you, but like we gotta have a buddy system.
Yeah, I'm all for science, but we got to do it in a controlled environment. We can't let the boss know that we have this in our possession.
Yeah, these are very fair and valid points. I was just throwing it out there.
I mean,
No, exactly.
yeah, it's a good point, and we just don't know enough to know
It's
if
true.
we have that ability yet to like be able to ward off this.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what type of magic I can throw at you to try to get information.
Ronan is right,
So-
though. We should start poking at this to try and figure out what it is at some
Yeah,
point.
like the longer that we have it, we should know more about it.
Yeah, we might have to find somebody with information.
We can't
that
easily ask the boss, I guess.
I wouldn't. Wow.
Yeah, I don't want the boss knowing.
I don't know.
Not easily, not easily.
He's
I feel
probably the
like
one
if
who
the
has the
boss stuff
answers,
is
right?
ahead of it, like he's already sent. It was
What about
Bricks
Bricks?
and whoever fucking buried down there.
Well,
I
you
think
gotta-
we need to
some
question
kind of
Bricks
them-
some more.
Oh, by the way, while we're having this conversation, where's Bricks?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to.
He's
keep
back
up
with,
him.
I would
He's
say...
pooping.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say maybe he's... I don't know.
I feel like
He's
he gives
around.
a sense that sometimes we huddle up and
Yeah,
we don't
we would
talk
be
to that
aware of
poor,
Bricks'
poor man.
He doesn't
And he's
suspect-
just standing there awkwardly. He's like, I don't know what my friends don't want to talk to
it's
me.
so funny. I have lots of notes about this. You guys did a really, really good job of playing the collapse, and since then a couple of weird things have happened, but you've explained them really well, and I've even made you roll for them. So in this in the case right now, I think Brix is probably walking up.
We need to find out
with
more
Ronan
about the
near
amulet
the end.
from
Yeah.
Brix.
Yeah, every once in
You
a
might
while
know.
we just get in a huddle and like put our hands up for Brix to stay back, right?
That's
And we
fine.
just shake our head like, no, you can't come
we're
over
not
here
part of the
now.
group.
But
Club
you're
yet.
the odd man out sometimes. buddy.
I understand the trust, natural one. The trust.
He has very low self-esteem.
He's really
Yeah,
low
he
on
does.
self-esteem. Like really, bar's low, guys. Like really low on the ground.
I'll just be pointing at him and laughing, just happy to have another target to
Nice.
laugh at.
It's pretty good. All right, perfect. So I would say in this case he's probably hanging back maybe a bit, letting you kind of. He knows that you're all talking, but at the same time, he's worried about something as well. And Ronan, you noticed it first. He's kind of a little bit worried about something. You can't quite put your finger on exactly what it is. He's just, you could tell he's a little bit shaken.
Yeah, we should keep an eye
Brix,
on that.
buddy,
Yeah.
you're looking a little skittish.
Oh yeah, we're going into the outskirts tomorrow morning, and like, have you ever been on the outer rim of the swamplands?
We just
You've
got
never been in the swamplands.
It's treacherous. It's there are insects out there. There are all matters of animal life and plant life, carnivorous plants, vines that.
Are you saying the fucking flowers want to eat me?
I mean, it's pretty bad, Ronan. It's pretty bad. We're gonna have to be on our guard pretty much every step of the way on our way out there.
I fucking hate this place. I hate it.
It's gonna be a trip. But I think we have the power between all of us to take this fucking whatever this creature is, take it down finally, and maybe do something good. Imagine that.
Just flex my arms a little bit.
I'm a little worried though. It's, like I said, I haven't had the best luck with bugs in that part of the land, but it's okay. We'll go inside. We'll have a good night's sleep. I think the boss has some package for us too. So
Yeah.
all right, do you guys
we
make
should
your way
drop off
in?
this gold. I'm just gonna look at Oliva and Brandy and what are we doing with these cats again?
Why are you looking at me? I don't care about the cats.
Same.
I mean, are we
Blasphemy.
keeping them with us? Or are we leaving them somewhere?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
take-
they
you
can
take them and-
they can vibe so far.
Yeah, we can bring them with us. I don't.
I think I would I would listen. I've got a
Just put him
We
in
have to-
Defiat's house and just open
I feel
the
like
cage.
I want to check on Shadestone anyway because that man is a crazy person. So I feel like I would want to check on him to make sure he hasn't, conjured any demons or something,
Sure,
Yeah.
Brandy.
and then
Yeah.
bring him some companions to hang out with.
It's fucking hilarious. So you go back, Brandy. I would say, do you go by yourself or are you with like Oliva or?
I feel like I'm probably by myself.
Okay, awesome. So you go back, and it's not too hard. Like you kind of, it's dark, but you're pretty close to your companions here. You make your way back to the to the shack here, and the door's already kind of cracked a little bit. And you reach your head inside, and he is absolutely passed out on the chair, legs spread out, kind of like hand on the side of the chair, kind of like laid out open. His mouth's like open. As you,
I think I would just like
walk in the door.
let the cats out. I would come in,
All
see
right.
he's sleeping, open up the little door for the cats and let them out.
All right, yeah. So you let the door open, and immediately the three little cats begin to kind of slowly they look out. They put their little head out of the door and they look up. They look up at you, and then they look around, and then they just slowly the first one, the white one, kind of little bit, little by little, and the other two, the brindle cats, as they just dart right out of the crate, right to the corner of the room, and they just hide. They find a spot and they just kind of hide. But the white cat just kind of makes its way softly prancing, through the middle of the room here. Kind of finds just sniffing around and odd place. All right, perfect.
I don't know. I feel like I want one of the cats to hang out with me. I feel like I want to keep the white cat.
You want to keep the white cat? The white cat's like very, very like calm.
The cat wants to hang out.
Gotta eat something.
Oh no!
No, Bitters is gonna be
I mean,
White
after
Cat's
an
new
hour-
Oh
bestie.
man, that's amazing.
It'll be a fight to the
White
death.
Cat are gonna get out of here, all right? White Cat is
Alright.
gonna hang out on my shoulder, and we're gonna go for a
Sure.
run.
Yeah,
Back
you hear
to
like
the
a purring kind of like pretty instantly, Brandy. Roll for funds. Roll an animal handling check. Cause why not?
I don't think I have any.
Just for fun.
Look at that, a 15. The cat immediately takes to you. As soon as like it kind of like smells your hand a bit and like you kind of show it a little bit of like respect, it immediately warms up to you and starts to kind of purr right in your ear.
Alright, this is my bestie, Blanca. We're going on a trip together.
Nice. Yeah, and you do you make your way back to the inn?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So you guys, let me give you this, and if you want, we'll take a little break, just so we can stretch out. Let me find the inn here. Oh my god, I'm so unorganized on this thing. I got to do a better job. All right, and as soon as you walk, oh man, Roll20 is so laggy tonight.
Yeah, I got it slow.
It really is.
Yeah, it's lagging.
It
All
was
right.
slow for me, at least.
Okay, we got it up now.
Oh man, there's crickets in here, huh? There we go.
I mean, it is a swamp inn. Probably
Yeah,
more
I
than
tried
crickets.
to. I tried to tell one of my jokes.
Nice. All right. So you kind of walk in the inn here, and you see the same people, except for there's one person in here that you haven't seen before. She's an older, middle-aged woman. Excuse me. She's wearing kind of a green cloak, kind of down past her shoulders a bit, and she's just sitting there. You can see there's another woman, as you know. I'll just tell you her name is Patrice, but you don't really know that yet. I don't think. And you know her as being somebody really, really close to the boss. Like, she was sitting right next to him at the table.
Yeah,
when you
she's
met.
the muscle.
Yeah, has some importance for sure. As you all walk in, and you can see, she's talking lightly to this lady who's at the bar here, and she doesn't notice you at first, but she seems kind of a little bit annoyed or frustrated. This lady at the bar here, and I would say, you have the floor.
Thought we were doing a break.
Yeah, let's do a break quick. That's a good idea. Let's we'll come right back after that. Do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
quick
good.
break. Sounds good.
Sweet. BRB.
Yeah, cool. I will be right back.
Yes. Getting into the stuffs.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Guys.
Yep, you got it. You got it. Griff, 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 Griff.
Yo.
Hello.
It has been too fucking long since I sat down and had a proper cup of coffee.
Oh man,
That's a really shame.
it is a shame.
I got one now though, and things
Good.
just feel better.
Nice, man. Is everybody back?
Nobody but us goats.
I know we just. I know we just like went on break.
Oh, what's the name of that cursed island? Tavoruk?
Taveruk. Yep. Taveruk. Yeah.
Alright.
Mhm. Yeah, that was cool that you guys figured out how to get that information out of them. It was an interesting way to do it. It was like intimidate the shit out of them first, then come to an equal. It was really cool. Like I wasn't sure how that you guys were going to handle that. D1 handled
Yes,
that
it
well,
is a
and you
good
guys
job.
Yeah. Nobody died. It was great.
Yeah. I'm wondering about how this new meeting now, maybe potentially with the boss, is going to go. I'm going to keep my mouth shut or make things worse.
Yeah, because last meeting you just weren't there.
Yep.
Nice. Sato! He's
There was
getting his
some
tea.
too.
I have to get up early to take my car to the freaking mechanic because half of the freaking undercarriage fell off when I was driving on the highway.
Oh no! How'd that
Oh,
happen?
no.
Holy crap!
I don't know. It's so that there's like a metal skid plate underneath the car, and it's attached to like kind of like the not plastic, but you know, like soft rubber undercarriage. And what looks like happened is that part eroded enough to where the section where the metal part was connected to the rubber part fell off.
Oh,
Isn't your car relatively new?
I mean, it's new to me, but it is a 2017 model.
Yeah, that's 17 still. It's relatively new.
Yeah, it's not terribly old.
Yeah,
weird.
but we live
Crazy.
in Pennsylvania, so I feel
Yeah.
like an erosion of metal/rubber after almost
happens
10
like
years.
double here.
Hmm. Did it happen this
I don't
morning?
think it's in
Humid and
the
shit.
absolute dog shit out of our road.
It happened last Friday.
Yeah.
I wa-
true.
I was driving down
Oh,
to
wow.
on the turnpike to Ohiobile for a hike, and
Oof.
What did
I
you?
heard-
Did you just
I
hear?
mean- I heard a horrible sound,
Oh,
and then you
God.
can feel it, right? Because it's a metal part still attached to your car, rubbing along the.
Ooh.
Oh
highway.
man,
You
was it
should've texted
shooting
me.
sparks?
So I pulled over on the turnpike, and I had a bungee cord, so I just used the bungee cord, and I
Nice. That was good.
the metal part to the front of the car, and I was like, "Oh, I'm still fucking hiking." So
Oh, that's excellent. That's good thinking.
I feel like tearing that off would have been a better option, but you know.
Just leave it on the side
no,
of the road. Fuck
there
it.
was no tearing it off because it's a significant portion of metal undercarriage piece.
Oh wow.
Well, feel free to text me if that ever happens
Like
again
a
or something. I can always drive out and help you out.
Oh no, it's okay. I was mostly like I was really close. I mean, I was 2 hours south of Pittsburgh almost when it happened.
Man, yeah, I'm back, y'all. I was just listening. That sounds sketchy
Oh,
as
good,
hell.
all
It's a new feature though. You have a skylight in your floor.
Nice.
This is a detachable
It's a sunroof.
undercarriage.
I can
LED
look
accessory.
at the road. No,
That's It's a floor sunroof.
You guys laugh, but I've
Flintstone
driven
car.
cars like that.
Oh
No, it's so
man.
it is. I mean, it's terrifying when it happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. I
And
wonder
then,
if
like,
they previously wrecked
crying
a car
car.
or something.
well, what I wonder is, I mean, the metal piece itself looks very whole, but the rubber piece, I mean, obviously just
Yeah.
like eroded, like dry rotted, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, like, what else do you do with that? Like, is that
You just
Well,
replace
I
that
have
rubber
those
piece.
lifts if we ever want to use them.
Which you
Those
said.
ramps that I made. I had Amanda crawling under my car with me, or Deb, sorry, a few weeks ago, trying to
Nice.
figure out how to fucking fix something in my car.
Oh man, what was
Did you
what was
get it
wrong?
fixed?
No, I failed spectacularly, and I was so
What's
mad
wrong
about
with
it.
it?
My starter, I
she
was trying to
didn't
replace my
fail,
starter.
but it was
Oh,
she was trying to replace her starter, but it was
Oh,
much
okay.
more complex in her car than
The stupid little tab wouldn't come free, and I watched 20 million YouTube videos on how, and everyone was like, "It's not that hard." I was like, "Yes, it fucking is." I don't know. I couldn't get
it's
it.
hard to
I
get
got
to
really
on a
mad.
lot of cars too.
Right. I
Did
had
you
to take
try
it.
hitting it with a hammer?
Felt like a
Just
failure.
really hard.
I had to get all of her like brakes replaced like 2 weeks ago, so that was
Yeah, it's important. We have to get ours done too. So.
it's just so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
did
then I like
inspection
my
on the one I'm
mechanic, and they
driving
always do a good job. But oh my, I think their prices have just gone up a lot more.
now. Fucking
I like that
everything's
green
going up
little
more.
garage.
It's ridiculous.
No, that is true. That is true. No, I got my 2 rear brakes and like brake pads or whatever, and rotors, whatever. I don't know. It cost like $800. It was crazy.
Yeah, sounds
Man,
right.
that's nuts. That's nuts. Sato, you there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Motherfucker. Nice. All right. Okay. We will go back to the Sleepy Stone Inn. All right. So you guys have the floor here. You have a chest. Who's carrying in the chest? Probably 2 people.
Is it like a 2-person chest or?
Yeah, well, it has. I actually did the math. It has exactly 60 gold bars in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's heavy.
So
I'll
it's gonna
grab
take.
one.
Yeah, I'll oversee the carrying, but I'm not. Gonna
I love that. That's
me
awesome.
and Griff will carry it.
Okay,
Yeah, there we go.
That's perfect. That's
one
good.
One of us. I'll be on the other end.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'll let you try your new hand though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm walking about 3 or 4 feet behind in case anyone comes up behind us.
Okay, you got it, Aliva. Yep. Aliva, roll a perception check as you kind of make your way into the inn here.
And finally use one of my little inspirations when I fuck this roll up. My perception is always so hit or miss. It's never average.
Nice, 23.
Yeah, it's hit right now.
so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, Aliva,
Next time it'll
you
be 2.
take kind of stay back just enough to kind of like keep up the tail. You know enough about strategy, kind of keep a good look. And just before you all make your way into the inn, you like take a step back and you do a nice pan around of the area here. You get a good sense. It's dark, of course, but you're looking around. You smell the air a bit. And you don't detect anything out of the ordinary. As a matter of fact, it's so quiet here. You know how you can usually sense when there's somebody around. There's like a sense. There, you don't. There's nobody out here. Nobody
Out here being, pardon where? Outside?
outside. Yeah, you guys.
Okay.
You feel like absolutely secure as you walk into the inn here. And as soon as you all walk in, D1 and Griff, I think you guys have the case, right? As soon as you walk in, Treese notices you right away and begins to walk in your direction. The tribute, I take it.
I'll be like, we have a delivery for the boss.
Yeah, it's the tribute, correct? From the Athena.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Perfect. Well, she kind of like pulls a little there's seemingly a ring from her pocket, and she slips it on her first finger. It's it has a big like black and white kind of speckled jewel in it. She points it down at the box, and the box gently lifts off the ground and towards her. She says, "I'll take it from here. It's noted."
That's kind of cool.
You gotta make sure we get credit for that, right?
Of course. She kind of like bows her head at you, of course.
We went
And
and visited the crew to make sure they were being honest with their dealings. Yeah.
I see. Well, I will inform the boss. She kind of gives you a little bow of the head. Roll an insight check. Anyone who wants to.
What?
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not great, but hey, we'll try.
It's all right. You're here to hear the conversation. See if you pick anything up.
18, 14, 19.
All right. Do we
Damn,
miss
we're all-
anybody here?
We're all introverts.
Yeah. We are missing Brandy.
Oh shit.
That's okay.
Preoccupied
If you
with a
want.
cat.
She's kind of like, yeah, she's like petting the kitty and stuff. She's kind of probably preoccupied and stuff. So it's okay either way. Yeah, look, there's the natural 20. I was waiting for it.
Pride.
That's
That
so
was
Make a
good.
liar out of me.
And she's back.
yeah. You all kind of get the sense that, she seems genuine, although you don't know this person much. You do remember seeing her at the right hand of the boss. You know that she is with the boss, trusted. Brandy, you get 100% the sense that you feel safe. You feel like she is right now going to take the chest down to the boss and relay the information that that D1 gave to her.
Okay, very good.
Awesome. All right. She disappears out of sight with the chest. And you all get the sense of accomplishment as she kind of gives you a head nod, like of a respect, almost like she's almost impressed as she makes her way out of the room here. D1, you feel almost vindicated in a way after learning about what the crew is actually up to. And you don't feel at all like you weren't justified in any way. Like you feel like you actually achieved good things on that ship. All right. Yeah, I'll leave you the floor here. You have some time before you long rest, of course. Let me know when you head upstairs. And so you have the floor here. You can do whatever you want. There is a person sitting at the bar here. She's not paying any attention to you or Patrice or anyone else. She's just sitting here.
Perfect. Do we need to go upstairs now since it was just delivered for us?
I think we're
Well,
good with that.
Well, that's downstairs. So yeah, your rooms are
Oh, okay.
upstairs. Yeah.
I mean, I can probably go to the bar to have a small drink if we're pretty much done with the thing.
Sure. Yeah, for sure, Leva. You want to walk up to the bar here with
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what was that sound? Our good friend Fallon there, Iron Hand. He waves it. Oh, he says, back again. I see. What will it be?
One beer.
Of course. The new stout or old?
I don't care.
Oh, this is really amber here. Let me give you. You can hear it. He kind of like opens the keg here a bit on the cork on the top to give it some airflow, and you can hear it kind of pour out. You can see the foam, very frothy foam on the top of it as he kind of like stops it. A little spills out on the side. He kind of looks up at you and kind of like, wipes the bit, and puts it in front of you there. It's a couple copper. It's on the house for the night.
Thank you.
For right now, this one's on the house. He means.
Thank you. I drink the beer.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna be like, I'm good, but what's the lady here drinking? I'm gonna point at this girl.
She seems to be. There's a glass there, D1, and roll a perception check.
Well, I'll actually ask the bartender.
Oh, you're gonna ask her?
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna ask the bartender.
I'm gonna look at her.
Oh,
and I'm gonna look at the bartender and go, "What's she drinking?"
Oh, I believe that is the strawberry wine from the north regions, I believe. She kind of looks at him. Yeah, and I'll have a little bit more if you don't mind.
I'll go, "Yeah, on me," and then I'll turn to her and go,
Thank you. I appreciate that. And who are you?
"I am a traveler from far away. We're fairly
see.
new to these places, but we're just trying to, get our bearings. How about yourself?"
Ah, well, my friends call me Vessa. I come and go from the docks. I here and there, they say, traveler like you.
I'm gonna look over towards
Real-
Brandy.
Real quick, I would roll my eyes so hard and mumble under my breath, "Of course."
I'll look at Brandy and I'll do one of my hands on my head, kind of casually, like I'm scratching the back of my head, and I'm gonna do like cat ears, and then I'm gonna casually like do it with finger across the throat, like I'm itching, and then keep her busy.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's so
God.
funny.
Mafia style.
Oh, so what brings you to the Blue Basilisk Bayou? This place is She kind of gets down low.
It's a shithole.
Nice, Ronan. You just say that out loud, like you just.
Yep.
Nice. Fallon looks over at you, kind of like real quickly, and kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No
fair.
offense. I mean,
I mean, the wildlife here is limited. Where I come from, there's squirrels, there's cats, there's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, many bits of wildlife. Where you journey from? Where is it that you all journey from? You're all quite different from these lands here
We
than
are from
everything.
different places. We met up by chance.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
where
wind.
are you from?
From the far north. I'm afraid I'm here for a while.
Oh, is it scary up there?
It is actually, in a manner of speaking. I don't trust the. I don't trust the law up there, as it were, any longer.
That's too bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's a big shame.
It's very dark there anymore. The sun. It's very just always dark. Anyway,
Yeah, that's strange. Okay.
I travel here. I make my way here. This is the third trip I've made over about 6 months. I come here looking for different treasures and trinkets and things to take with me on my way and sell to the towns that I come to on my travels, if you will. Almost like a traveling salesperson, if you will.
a humble merchant.
I'm a humble merchant, if you will. Thank you, my friend. What is your name?
I'm Ronan.
Ah, nice to meet you, Ronan. She kind of gives you a
I'll
little bow.
shake her hand.
Ah, of course. Thank you. She
Well.
says, she like sips her wine a bit.
Oh, they call me dual protection.
And I think I would look at our friend and say, we don't call him that.
Designation 1, dual protection, negating and usurping.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
we
that's-
see, we don't say that. But
It's
that's
just
okay.
quite a mouthful, my friend. You are quite an interesting.
Yeah. It's D1
He's a hearty fellow. And we don't call him that either.
You can just call me D1.
Just want everyone to know that we don't call him that out loud. But what I'm interested in you. What is your favorite specialty when it comes to selling? What is your
Oh, my favorite specialty?
what is your item that you sell if you're going to be a general salesman?
Well, I dabbled in an assortment of many things. Is it you're
I mean,
looking
I
for
love
something in
dabbling.
particular? Oh, look at
But
that
what-
beautiful
what is it
feline
most
on your
about-
shoulder. Oh
did
my!
Brendan hide it?
Blanca.
Oh, do you have it on your shoulder, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I mean, Blanca's just vibing. All right, she's
Blanca.
a nice
I
cat.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, fuck,
Awesome.
she named it.
We're gonna have to make a little token.
It's too late now.
Blanca.
I've already added her to my notepad. My cat is named Blanca. Okay,
Yeah,
she's
little
my
white
best
tabby.
friend.
It's perfect.
She's
Oh,
named
go
after
with
the white
Bitters.
sauce.
Well,
from,
don't forget, Bitters is like my homie.
Of course. Yeah.
Nice.
It's so good. And she goes, "Oh, where did you? Cats are very rare around these parts. If you can find the right, it's so hard to find cats around here. That's one thing. If you find the right buyer for a cat, you can fetch many hundreds of gold.
Oh my gosh, why are cats so expensive around here?
Well, they just are not. as
Where I grow up,
common.
they're just everywhere.
Well, they.
I've never seen a cat in a swamp.
Yeah, they don't really prosper here with all of the predators in the swamps. My, if you ever want to make any loots, any money at all, you find a way to find any of these felines. You bring them back. You bring them back here.
Oh, because you sell cats?
Oh, when
like,
I can get
you
my
know.
hands on them.
What are they interested in when they're buying cats? Like, what's their,
Oh,
you want them to find mice or rats or?
roll a persuasion check, Brandy. You're doing a great job. This is great. It's a 20, a dirty 20. Brandy is here to play, everybody. She says, "Oh, many things from companionship, long voyages on the road, to other not so welcomed traditions, which I tend to not dabble with those, mingle with those types too often. But
Yeah, sure, of course.
for the right price,
We don't like to dabble in, maybe more risque dabblements. But I just love hearing stories, It's like, what have you heard? What do people do with their cats around here?
Oh, they do a number of things. Many people use them to ward off evil spirits in their abodes. Many people use them as guardians of such to alarm them if something comes into their home that isn't intended. Sometimes they're used for bad things, awful things, things that I would rather
cats?
never know. Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah, unfortunately, some mystics will use certain parts. If a cat is found to be quite old and on his last days, and that sort of thing.
What do they do with the cat?
Well, that's certain ingredients for things that I don't really know that much about. If I'm being
Spellcasting components, Brandy.
exactly.
So you mentioned that you were dealing cats. Did you have customers in this region?
Oh, I roll a persuasion check, D1, because she's like really on the line there.
I'm gonna
It's
try
really
and fish a buyer out of a merchant.
good. This is great.
That might do
18.
it.
18. Oh, it just so happens. It's luck would have it. See, luck would have it. It's almost destiny that you bring this up. I was looking for a particular seller this very evening they were supposed to meet me on the docks at sundown, and they never showed up, sadly.
We just
Well,
came from the
how-
docks, didn't see
Not
anybody.
fortuitous, but also questionable. What did this? Have you seen this buyer before? What do they look like? Maybe we could help find them.
Oh, I wish I knew. I made a deal with them in the dark one night. They said
In the
that
dark, were you blind?
they said that they make frequent trips to an island chain, and there were many cats there, many stray cats, and that they would bring me a few cats to to sell.
Who are you
Oh,
gonna sell
and
them
they
to if
are
you
a
had
few
them?
cats.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask her, who are you gonna sell them to if you did obtain them?
Oh, currently I had a buyer lined up to the north at the docks. There's a family that lives there, runs a small little hotel or inn rather at the docks. They're rebuilding the docks, I guess, after a terrible storm a couple of months ago.
This
I was
place
going
have a
to-
name?
Oh, it used to have a name, the Neverwinter Docks. Of course, after that horrible incident, Neverwinter, many years ago, the people don't venture in those directions.
And you got no look at the guy?
Oh, he was.
Tall, short.
I
fast,
got a good look at him, of course. He was a sailing type, with exactly what you would expect. The boots that you could tell he was out in the oceans for quite some time. I think his name was Slick, I think is what his friend called him.
Well,
What
that's
kind of a name is
idiotic. So, we appreciate your information.
It was
So
his
very
friend.
nice.
If you find him, please find out why he did not meet me at the dock. I was willing to pay
So
almost double
rude.
for the cats, and I had a buyer already lined up, and they were looking forward to it. It's a sad thing.
And who was your buyer? So you're gonna get the buyer. You're gonna get the cats from Slick, and then who were you gonna sell the cats to?
Oh, there's a
Maybe we could help you out.
family to the north. It's quite a journey from here. They run an inn on in the docks up there. And I'm trying to remember the name, but I'm sorry I don't remember the name. It's from the it's
You
Say
could
no.
call it whatever you
You want
wanted, and we would agree with you.
well, it's like already in the game is the thing, and I don't want to
Let me
mess it
see.
up. The girl's name is Haiti
Haiti, yeah.
or Hattie, I mean, and the other. What's the other people's names? Let's see how great your memory is. Your memory is really good.
We could also just call it North
God.
Village or something, like a very
Oh, yeah,
basic
check it
name.
easy.
You just-
It's
The old
remember?
glory
the
hole.
girl was Gregor, her brother, and
Gregor.
Sylvia's their mother.
Thank you. Look at your freaking memory, man.
I mean,
So
I might have cheated by checking the NPC.
Oh, that's amazing. So it's Sylvia. Sylvia's the mom, and Gregor is the brother. Yeah. And their last
They
names
wanted
are
cats?
unknown. They wanted cats, particularly Hattie.
But like maybe for an
she-
innocent reason and not for murder.
Yeah, roll an insight check, Brandy, to get a good idea. See if you can figure it out. See if you know if it's good intentions or bad intentions.
No,
14.
shit, almost a 20.
Yeah, I know it was rolling.
That was
over.
great.
You get the
Was
idea
it?
that
Oh.
there's no devious. It doesn't seem. It
Okay.
seems like almost
So, like,
like
I like the cat, but I don't like. Just want them to live and not be eaten or something.
yeah. It seems as though they wanted a cat for each of them, just to keep them company at the
For
end up there. It's
fun?
lonely. Yeah. There's a little
Ah.
girl that lives up there. Her name is
Good
Hattie.
to know though for future in case Shadestone eats them or something, or tries to.
Of course, yeah. I if you do see,
Yes, and bitters are.
managed. Oh my God, if you do manage to see this individual named Slick, I believe. Please, find out why he didn't meet me. I'm willing to pay double.
double for the cats that he's going to give to you.
That's 100 gold apiece.
That just seems like okay. Where was Slick going to get the cats from?
I don't know exactly. An island chain to the west, just off the coast to the west.
Sure, sounds haunted.
You said something about a town there. The law doesn't really reach that far, and so they kind of have their own way of doing things there. It's the pirate, basically like the pirate safe refuge out there. As
Yes. Good. Okay, well,
she sips her wine here. It's been glorious talking to you. Wonderful. Unfortunately I must turn in for the evening. You understand, I have a long journey tomorrow that I must. So if you excuse me.
Oh, before you go, do you have any business opportunities? Any potions for sale, perhaps?
Oh, sadly, I have no potions for sale. I do have this one thing, however, now that you mention it. Your name, Ronan, was it?
Correct.
She kind of comes up close to you, Ronan, and she puts down in front of you a black handkerchief, and she looks at you and looks down at the handkerchief, and she kind of smiles a bit. Do you know what this is?
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Sure. Oh, fuck.
What is it?
Nice.
Well, now you have
here,
to know.
Ronan.
Everything good?
I'm just gonna do this because you got a natural 20. Here, I'm just gonna link it to you. You can decide what you want to do with the info. This is an interesting contraption. It's quite magical, and I would like to, I haven't found a buyer for it quite yet because it's quite expensive. I couldn't be able to take any less than 1,200 gold for this. Ronan, that was a great reaction. I love it.
Could you do 10?
Roll a persuasion check, Ronan.
10 gold?
Oh, beat a 9.
10k.
Oh, 10k, yeah. Did you say 12k?
1,200. Not 12,000. 1,200. Yep. So you want to do it for 1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 17. Oh, 10. I think I could do that, Ronan. That would be 1,100 gold. Is that what you want to? Are you interested?
Absolutely.
Okay, Ronan sold. Remove 1,100 gold from your character sheet, please.
Done and done.
All right. You can add that to your. I think you can drag and drop right from the compendium. I think that's a compendium item.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. And you can share it with the group if you'd like, or you don't, or whatever you want. Okay. Oh, thank you for your business, friend. I very much so appreciate this. This gold will help me on my travel. I was a little worried about not being able to make the trip, and now I can. So
Well, you're very welcome, and I wish you the safest of travels.
Oh, thank you very much. And she kind of like gives you a little curtsy and like head nod to all of you as she makes her way upstairs.
You guys are gonna fucking love this. I'll show you later.
Treats.
Treats.
All right. Perfect. So in this moment, we're only going to go about five-ish more minutes, if that's okay, guys. Unless any of you guys want to go a little longer. I know people have to get up, so.
Yeah. Well, D1 will be like, well,
I'm cool with whatever.
we've got a long day tomorrow, everybody. I gotta make my way up to the room.
Okay.
I believe we'll be getting a package early in the morning.
So D1, as soon as you make your way upstairs, immediately you notice there is a package along with a note on the package right in front of you. Do you want to read the note?
Yeah, so I'm in the upstairs. Which room is it in?
Oh, cool. Hold on one sec. All players. Save. There. Can you guys all see that?
I can't.
Hell yeah. That's kind of cool. Can we like? I'm sure if yeah, if we move it, it'll move it for everyone.
Yeah, I know it shows up on the screen.
All right, and you also get this.
Potion of swamp.
Swamp Vigor.
There's
Ooh.
also
Hell yeah, swamp figure.
there's also another little pack here, which is very interesting that you notice. Let me give that to you now. It's a very interesting
Oh
kind
shit!
of
It's a
backpack.
tiny hut.
It's interesting, yeah. It's quite extravagant, and it's pretty old from what you can tell. The pack itself has some smudge marks on it. There's little bits of this and that. It's seen some days.
Ah, it's a big Heidi tent. That's cool.
All right, perfect. Ronan, as you make your way onto your door, or into your room, rather, you see this. I could share it with the group if you'd like, but for right now, you're the only one that can see it.
Yeah, you can share it.
Okay.
Oh.
You feel a little sad, Ronan, just a bit. Although you understand that these things unfortunately happen,
Yeah, this is fair.
but you know that you have not seen the last of her. It tosses it in the fire. All right. Do you have
Just
any
go back
questions
down to the
about yeah about any of this?
No, I'll just tuck the note in my pocket.
All right, perfect. Okay. You have the boss's note as well and the package, so you can. What I'll do is I'll add this stuff to the D&D channel, to character stuff or whatever. That way you have it. Ronan, it's up to you if you want to add that or not, or you want me to. You just let me know. And until then, it's yours. So you know.
I already made a screenshot of it.
My God,
That-
you are on it.
Dude, I take notes.
That
Hell yeah, man.
and that. There you go, guys. Did it a little backwards, but
Yeah, that works.
awesome. All right. So in this case here, and like I said, we won't go too much longer at all here. Are we all just gonna go ahead and take a long rest? Is that the idea? Is there any discussion that you want to have, or anything at all before we do that?
What's sleeping arrangements? Like, did we all get our own room, or are we sharing a couple of rooms?
So right now you only have 4 upstairs. You can probably grab maybe a room or two if you need to. Right now, currently, Brix does not have a room, and we'll probably try and bug one of you all to stay in his room.
Well, D1 doesn't need a bed because I'm a standard sleeper.
Yeah,
like a
that's
cow.
right. So
I mean,
Brix
I
will
feel
probably
like
just
Blanc
crash.
and I would want to crash with Oliva.
Yeah, I was trying to
Nice.
decide if I would take a room or actually bail for the night, to be honest.
Oh.
You want to
I guess
hang
we did
out
this-
with that?
Yeah, I guess if I did take a room, I don't know that I'd sleep well with anyone else in the room with me. It's the only issue. But
You would sleep fine.
Randy doesn't go through my shit.
Would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
feel like
so-
last time we definitely all slept in these rooms without Oliva. So
Yeah. I finished my drink and I am contemplative of everything that's happened and not sure if I'm okay with continuing on in this direction, but finally go up to bed and yeah, I share with them.
Okay.
Yeah, D1's already upstairs, so.
All right. Perfect. This is fantastic. So Brix will probably just crash out with D1 in his room there. Bam. Get his long rest in. And Brix trusts you all enough now. He doesn't have any issue at all falling asleep, and he does. He just crashes right out.
He lives here. I figured he'd have accommodations.
Yeah, so he does. You don't really know like his whole story yet, but he's with you all. So he figured he
Yeah,
would
that's fair.
stay with you guys.
Yeah.
And maybe to keep so you guys can keep your eyes on him too, because there is a sense that he still feels like he has to earn your trust and stuff. So, all right. Does anybody want to do anything before we long rest, or is long rest
no.
good?
Can't think of anything else.
It's up
I'm
to
going
you.
to approach Griff.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the room at the end of the hall. I will keep this particular thing on me. That way, if something stupid happens, I have to make it past all of you at the very least.
Right. I was gonna hang out at the bar and just see if anything comes down the stairs, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, I should be able to catch you if you run out of your room, trying to find the ocean in the middle of the night.
I honestly don't think I'd make a run for the ocean, but you never know.
You never know with this crazy power, what it might do to the mind. But yes, I will keep guard and make sure that you don't try and kill yourself.
Good man. And I will head up and go take my long rest.
Okay, Ronan, you got it. And you're going all the way to the end? Bam, right there?
Yep.
All right. Excellent. And Brandy, are you taking your long rest now?
yeah.
Okay. And you're taking it with Oliva as well? Are you guys kind of like sharing a room?
Yeah, we're not snuggling, but we're in the same space, I feel
Okay,
like.
perfect. All right, gonna put you there and you there, just so I know. All right, perfect. And Griff, you are hanging out downstairs for the time being. Are you just kind of like hanging out and getting just enough sleep? Because you're only required 6 sleep technically for a long rest.
Yeah, I figured I would just probably grab a grog and post up at the corner of the bar and just
Okay.
make sure if I see
Yeah,
Ronan
like
pop
right
out.
here.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right. Perfect.
Yeah, hanging out. Fucking,
Yeah. That sounds good.
Getting,
And you see,
getting the buzz.
yeah, man, you see Fallon too, just wiping up. Just kind of doesn't even like bother you or anything. He's just like walking around, wiping up. You can see him kind of like, goes to the other side of the end here, and he's just like straightening up. And with that said, with all of us tucked in for probably the last night of sleeping in an actual bed that we'll all have for a while, considering we are getting ready to travel to the outskirts of the swamp.
Dun,
That
dun.
Yeah, that is a great spot to call it an evening, everyone. We will come back next time, and it will be the morning. Long rest will have been achieved, and we will continue our journey on the very next day. So thank you all for joining us,
Hell yeah.
and join us next time.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
Be there. Be there.
Same bad time, same bad town.
Awesome.
All right, guys, we are out.